Hi, Mama. Welcome back. I'm Janara, and I'm a birth and postpartum doula. In the last video, I asked you to do the mental load map. And if you have not done it yet, you can go back to that video and do it, or you can just go through with this video and go back to it. And today, I'm going to teach you the single most important distinction in this entire course: the difference between a task and a lane. Task is something that needs to happen. A lane is the full ownership of everything that that task involves: the knowing, the tracking, the planning, the follow through, the responsibility of the outcome. When you ask for help, you are sharing the task. But when you transfer a lane, you are handling over everything. And those feel similar from the outside, but they are completely different on the inside. Let me show you what I mean. Can you do the grocery run this week? He does the grocery run, he buys what he remembers, he comes home. And next week, you are back to knowing what is needed, making a list, noticing what is running low, and either doing it yourself or asking again. Because the lane was never transferred. It was just something that you asked once or twice if they could do it. And this is how you would do it if this is a lane that they are going to take over. Groceries are your stuff. You figure out what we need, you place the order or do the run. You notice when we are running low on something and you own it completely. I'm not going to remind you and I'm not going to rescue you. That is a transfer. I know that sounds a little rough, especially if you've never had that conversation before, which I can also talk about later on. But this is more for people who have had the conversation with their partner, with their village, that some of the things need to be taken out of your mental. So again, it doesn't have to be the groceries. It could be something simple like the kitchen counter, right? It is now your lane to make sure that this kitchen counter stays this way every night. Okay. You are now going to figure out where things go if they're on the counter. And that is now your responsibility to know and understand. And every single day, I'm not going to nitpick it. I'm not going to remind. I'm not going to manage. I am going to transfer and let the transfer be. That is the transfer. And here is the part that is genuinely difficult. When you transfer a lane, you have to let them own it. Even when they do it differently than you would, even when they forget something the first week, even when parts of you want to step in because you can see exactly what needs to happen and it will take you 30 seconds to fix it. The moment you step in, the ownership reverts back to you and you are right back where you started. I transferred the dentist appointment for my kids. I have four of them to my husband. So that means that everything that has to do with the dentist and the children is his lane. He has to keep track who had a cleaning last, who needs a filling on their tooth, who needs whatever the case is. As far as dental, that is his lane. He figures that out. If he can't get an appointment with one dentist, he knows that he needs to find another one to get an appointment with. And that is completely his lane. Okay. The first time I had to help, obviously, to kind of show him the ropes and see how it goes. If this, and also we live in the Caribbean, so it's completely different than setting up appointments in the States. But now it is completely transferred. I have nothing to do with it. He just tells me when they're taking them, and he has done everything. He knows how much it costs. He knows when the appointment is. All of these things have been set up by him because I made a successful transfer of that task, of that lane to him. There is a specific anxiety that comes with watching someone do it differently and not stepping in. And that anxiety is not a sign that you are doing it wrong. The anxiety is a feeling of changing a structure that has been in place for years and it passes. And then you start carrying less, one lane at a time. And here's what I want you to do before the next video: go back to your mental load map, pick one item, just one, and decide this is the lane I am transferring this week, not helping with, transferring. And then in the next video, we can talk about exactly how to have that conversation without it turning into a fight. If this video landed for you, save it, share it, and send it to a mother who needs to hear it today. The free guides and the community links are in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, you are not supposed to mother alone. So come join me.